Redneck Mukk, peace. So, back on the Avanti. I did more work yesterday after I got the deck lid done, and I'll show it to you where I'm at, where I'm trying to go, and what I'm doing, and then we'll go from there. But anyway, so hopefully this is working. Hey, it is. Look at that. Okay, so I got the hood down. You can see a lot more of it's in primer. I ran out of primer yesterday. I want you to check out my wheels. Look at this. Whoa. They're hard to see there. It's upside down. It's in park. So you can't. Here, let's do it this way. What? So those are my semi-custom wheels. If you're a big car guy, you might recognize those as 2004 Mustang wheels. Used them several years. Those are specifically off of 2004. And they have the same bolt pattern. And then I made the Avanti emblem. My son-in-law helped me in order to say Avanti instead of Ford. So, but anyway, this is what I'm dealing with on the paint. See that? Let me see if I can come up with something here. I mean, this stuff just kind of flakes off. So a lot of this is having to go down to the fiberglass. Because if you just try to sand it smooth and fill in your cracks, it's just going to end up flaking apart. So you can see I haven't got to this side yet. The roof has been done in a while. That's one of the first things I did. You can also see that I masked off my windows. Now a lot of you are looking at this going, Muck, that's all tape. Yep. Yeah, it is. So I went to all tape several years ago when I quit getting the newspaper, and you know, I know there's products you can buy, but myself, I'm what you call poor, and I don't like to have to buy no more than I have to buy. Boy, you just can't see crap on the video right there because of the sun. But I had all the tape laying around, so I didn't have to buy it. I mean, I bought it at one time, but you know, some of it's old and all that. And you can also see that I masked off the bumpers. So I'm going back white. My hope is that anything that doesn't get paint doesn't stand out because, you know, it's behind the bumper. But I'm going to try to get it to overspray down in there some. This is not the most high quality paint job in the world. If it was, Muck wouldn't be doing it. So I'll try to set the tripod up so you can see a little sand and a little priming. You can see some runs in it. Those will get sanded out because, you know, it's a whole process. I was thinking about filling this hole where the antenna was. I think I've changed my mind because it's just more work that I don't want to do. I do have a little crack. This is the only crack on the body that I need to figure out how to do something with. And I'll get there. And hopefully I show you how I do that. But until then, let me get some stuff set up, the air compressor fired up, and I'll start doing some more sanding and priming. kind of see how a lot of that just flakes right off. And it's so thick, it's really hard to get it smooth. But this is what I like to call, this is my save me part of the project. I don't know if you can see me particularly, or how well you can hear me, but this is my save me part of the project. So this isn't at all what I'm worried about as the final results for this vehicle. I'm going to get some stuff fixed on it. I'm going to make it run and drive real nice, and I'm going to make it look pretty good. And I'll probably take it to some shows, and some people will be able to check it out that maybe have never seen an Avanti. And I'll run it around like that until I either decide, yes, this is something I want to invest more time and money in and make it really nice, or it's time for me to move on to something else. So that's my plan. My paper's a little worn out. I need more. Yep, that's just not going to cut it. Amazon, sheet to 100. I'd love to tell you how much it was, but I don't remember. So, but this will be me in the hood a good little bit. So instead of boring you with all that, I'll pause. So this is tip time. So you can see there's my sander. These sanders, if you've worked much for a living, I have, and you have what they call carpal tunnel, and they're like, oh, we should do surgery. And you're like, I don't want to do surgery. I can still feel my hands most of the time, like me. Then you're like me, because these sanders make your hands go to sleep really bad because they're vibrating, constant vibration. So if you look at my paint here, you think, hey, that's smooth. Look how slick that is. Well, I'm going to tell you, your eyes lie. You got to use your fingers. And you feel all them little ridges. That's all nice and smooth. I got a couple high spots there, a little spot there, a little spot there. Okay, and then, if you really want to know, you grab your amplifier. This is just an old blue shop rag, and it's amazing the difference a shop rag will make on what that feels. That whole line is still just a little bit high. Just a little, but you can feel it. When you go up here to the paint, you're like, oh no, yeah, I can feel that real big. So, you know, so I always sand with my right hand because it'll go numb. And if I sand with my left hand, it'll go numb too. And then I won't be able to feel. So I sand with my right hand, a little bit with my left hand, and then, you know, that way when I need to feel my progress, I can get my handy dandy amplifier and I can feel my edges. So that's a little muck tech tip for you, and you can say, hey, that's pretty neat, or you can say, yeah, I already knew that, Muck. Whichever. I'll be back. Give you a quick look. Here is half the hood, feeling pretty good. Now I get to tackle this half of the hood. After I get that half of the hood done, then I'll go for these edges and the cowl up here. We got most of the nose knocked down. You can't hardly see it because of Mr. Sunshine. How about that? That's a little better. But yeah, there we go. So that was like 3 hours worth of sanding. None of the paint was able to be kept, like I figured. I've been able to keep some on the sides of the car, but the top where it got sun-baked for years and years setting out, it's just anything that's remotely close to the tops just haven't been coming down to the fiberglass and the primer and sealer that was under the paint, because it's just blistered too bad. So but anyway, so yeah, just so you know, how long does it take to sand down an Avanti hood? 3 hours, maybe some change. But yeah, it's also I'll point out that I will try to record more in this mode. My last video, I was pointed out that, you know, I should record in this mode by one of my fans. He was kind of a turd about it, and you know, pointed it out very quickly, and I don't really want to say rude, but you know, what's family for? You know, I'm just kidding. He was very good about it. He's always helpful. If you ever want to check his videos out, it's actually my brother. They're called Flight of the Crow's Wing. Him and his wife are now retired, and they are kind of like overlanders, I guess. I don't know what to call it, but they travel all over the U.S. They got some cool videos. You should check them out. But anyway, yeah, he told me to use this mode. Okay. So that's what it took to get it. That's been an all-day project, just getting it smooth. But for the most part, it's pretty smooth. So I'm going to. I wish I had some good primer for my spray guns. That would make my life easier. But sadly, currently out. So yeah, I have to use all those little cans. It'll take a couple. That'll leave me a door and a quarter to do, and then right below the rear bumper. And then I'm ready to sand it with something a little lighter duty. Get any little runs out, prime it again, sand it with a little lighter duty, get some more runs out. Any little dirt and little problems, get those fixed, and then sand it again. And then I can prime it, probably wet sand it, and might be about ready for paint. So hopefully by this time in, I don't know, 3022, I'll be ready for paint. But till then, I'll just keep making videos. See you guys later. Peace. So here you go. She's all gray. Well, I say all gray. Her front end's all gray. The doghouse has taken me all day. I assume most of you know that they call the front end of the car a doghouse. I still need to clean inside the headlight bezels. They don't get sprayed with body paint. They get covered up with chrome anyway, but I need to clean that up and put something in there just to protect the fiberglass. I got some holes here in the fiberglass I need to fill, and then I got some more feathering to do in these places. A couple little cracks I missed. They're hard to see. Looking for them. There's one. There's one. It looked like it was good paint. It felt like good paint, but it's got a little crack. But yeah, just a few places. It's not horrible. Got a couple spots where you can see the hair. That's the hair from the fiberglass. I'll have to go a little lighter grit maybe and sand it down, or I may even take just a little torch to it and see if I can I can time those hairs in a little bit. I don't know. It's just a thought. If you got an idea, put it down in the comments. It might help me out with this project and future endeavors. So I might have it front end done with what I'm doing by the time I get the comment, but you know, we'll see. We'll see. So anyway, soon I got to take, I'm going to cut those little round deals off there. That was for an impact bumper that I am doing away with, and wasn't on there when I got it, just those braces, and I'm going to take them off. But yeah, all in all, she's coming along. I was hoping to be further along, but you know, it is what it is. Redneck Mukk.